Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and some news that has been shared earlier with regard to the story being shared with the executive branch of the White House. So stay tuned for that. And also for further details, we're also going to be looking at earnings for Netflix and Tesla, and also doing an update on ticker symbol MMAT, looking at the new profile of this new CEO and what we can expect going forward. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. So we can see here that Powell is basically saying that uncertainties in the market are complicating the Fed's task. So these include both old and new problems in the market, looking at the balancing the risk of tightening monetary policy, which means interest rates, against the risk of either tightening too little or too much. So it is a bit difficult situation to be, and primarily driven by inflation. So overall in the market, we can see the Dow Jones was down 206 points, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite both lost 0.7%. And in terms of Powell, he's still saying inflation is too high and he would like it lower to obviously focus on more positive economic growth. So the data is key to the markets, and at the moment we're not getting news that is good enough. So in other developments in terms of what's happened in London today, so shout out here to Investor Turf, who stated that trading in most stocks on the London Stock Exchange was suspended 19th of October 2023, and obviously the London Stock Exchange are currently carrying out an investigation, and this only affected the FTSE 100, FTSE 250, and looking at IOB securities available for trading. So something potentially suspicious there. So let's now move on to have a look at the impact of Tesla earnings. So we can see here today in the market, the shares were down at time of editing close to 10% from yesterday's earnings. So what happened? We know that the earning per share missed the estimate. The revenue guidance also missed the estimate, and also reported lower operating margins. But on a positive note, we can see Tesla is still up nearly 100% from the start of the year, and it has more than doubled in 2023. So Tesla overall is still one of the best performing large cap stocks in the S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100, and could certainly represent good buying opportunity for many people. In positive news from earnings, we can see here from CNBC, Netflix stock surges 16% after Wall Street buys into the ad-driven subscriber growth. So Netflix is one of the stocks that we called in our Discord as potentially beating earnings and being a good opportunity to buy in. And with this has been surging following the quarterly earnings report. Netflix saw a 70% jump in subscribers and also beat the targets. Let's now have a look at news with regard to MMTLP and the executive branch of the White House. So shout out here to Brizzy Brands, who stated the executive branch contact information has been given to the Don Fizz. And just for information purposes here, the executive branch consists of the president, the president's advisors, various departments and agencies. So Richie will be contacting, so Richie as in Don Fizz. So again, credit and special thanks to Brizzy Brands for arranging this. So what I believe actually happened behind the scenes in terms of this, I believe this contact was shared to the Don from Brizzy Brands. So the Don is aware of what's going on. I believe names have not been shared. So again, great news for the community there, and shout out here to Terry also and many of the others who've basically stated that this is awesome, and thanks to everyone involved, and I would certainly second that. I finally like to get more of an insight into Jim Fusaro, who is the new CEO of Metamaterials. So shout out here to Dave, who's posting about Jim, and he's basically first of all looked at some of his history, and what he stated here is that Jim Fusaro runs multi-billion-dollar companies. The highest market cap is been behind has been Honeywell, with a market cap of $121 billion. So Jimmy came out of his retirement just to work for Metamaterials, and this is a big deal. So know what you hold and trust what's the process, is what Dave is saying. So let's have a look at what the post shared here states. It states here that Jim Fusaro leaves the company as he plans to retire by the end of 2022 to be replaced by Kevin Hostetler. So it looks like Jim has come out of retirement, and he has come out especially for Metamaterials. So we do need to see the positive side of that. But let's get an insight in terms of what kind of person Jim is. And what we can say is that he is not active on social media in such a way as previous members that we've seen, including George Palikaros. And this is just a reminder that you're not going to expect communication in the same way, or should we say any tweeting, because what we can see here, he is not going to be focusing on ignoring investors on purpose. That may be just the way he is, and hopefully we will get more communication through official channels, and that may be just his style. So we may need to be more patient to get more, obviously through this difficult times that we are seeing, and hopefully there is better news to come. And then if we finish off by having a look at George Palikaros and what he stated here, the retail champion, his status now states he is a CXO and founder, still will be the founder of Metamaterials. And what we can see in George's profile, he's still identified the website metamaterial.com, and he's also got the hashtag and the ticker symbol MMAT. So he's still advocating himself as a retail champion. So hopefully in the future George is able to return, but for now we are in the hands of Jim. And finally, if you would like to join us in our Discord and take part in live trading discussions, and also get access to our daily and weekly stock alerts, where we called out stocks this week, including Netflix for earnings, you can join us. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.